Taft here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Guys, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Jenny, how you doing today?
That is how you ruin a championship ring celebration night. That's how you do it. Beautiful. Poop that party. Spoil it. Yes.
Nothing can ruin
Thank
that
you.
moment. Skip, did you see how big those rings were?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
They're
yes,
almost
I
as big
did.
as
I
5
did.
cases of Diet Mountain Dew. They're this big.
Well,
Because that's what you lost to me last night.
I will get it back. Well,
Ah.
take it out that 50 you owe
The
me.
nectar of the gods. The breakfast of champions.
Your day
Diet
coming. You see how
Mountain
you
Dew.
laughing now? See you kid over there? Your day coming.
Here we go.
Last year, same thing now.
Yeah.
Those rings were special. I love the
Yes.
family involvement. But yes, I have to admit, the Clippers, they did spoil opening night with LeBron and the Lakers because they received their championship rings and they had that moment. But it was Paul George who led the game in scoring with 33 points, while LeBron and Anthony Davis combined for only 40. The Clippers led by as many as 22, while the Lakers never had the lead once. Shannon, what was the biggest reason the Lakers lost this game?
Well, first, I would like to congratulate the Clippers on being 2-time opening night champs. That is a huge accomplishment. You should feel very proud of yourselves. And congratulations again from all the Laker fans and Laker Nation across the world. Well, Skip, the reason why they lost the ball is that the Lakers lost the game, excuse me. The Lakers did not shoot the ball particularly well, and I'm being kind. They shot the ball awful. And even as bad as a start as they got off to, Skip, for the majority of the third quarter, they were 1-2 points down. And then over the last 5 minutes, they go 1 for 10.
Yep.
Paul George catch fire, and then they were never able to get back into the ball game. Paul George was spectacular last night. The Lakers, and you can tell the Lakers got a ways to go with conditioning in order to be the team that they want to be and where they were last year. LeBron James is not going to play heavy minutes. We saw that last night. The fewest minutes he's ever played in a season opener, 28 minutes. And you saw, Skip, when he went to the bench, it's like, I was thinking to myself, I don't think LeBron, he was walking like, I ain't coming back. That's that, I ain't coming back in here walk. But give the Clippers credit. Paul George got going, and then there was no answer for that. If one of our guys could have got going, maybe we could have offset, go back and forth. Kawhi shot the ball. Look, I'm thinking about building a house because I heard there was a brick shortage. I know who's been hoarding them. Kawhi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's okay to have 26 points, but you can't take 26 shots to get those 26 points. Skip Bayless. But Paul George was the difference. The Lakers did not shoot the ball well. Marc Gasol's got to stay out of trouble. Anthony Davis got to shoot more. Kyle Kuzma's got to slow it down. And we're still integrating people, Skip. And they did it. Dennis Schroeder started at the point. LeBron started off the ball. So we're going to see how this plays out over the next month. But that's why they lost. But it's okay. And plus, our arms are hurting. Man, we got 5 pounds of gold on our arm. You saw that, Skip. That thing's so big. But that's okay, your day. I know you over there keying inside. You love it. Oh, we ruined it. But your day coming, Skip Bayless. Remember, I told you, remember save the date. Your day coming.
My turn. The reason I am keying over here is that I laughed and laughed and laughed all through the last 5 minutes of the third quarter and much of the fourth quarter because of the irony of what was happening. Your biggest target during last year's playoffs, the man at whom you leveled the most scathing criticism, you called him Playoff P. That was his nickname for himself, except you put 2 E's on the P. He was Playoff P-E-E.
Okay.
And I don't disagree with your assessment of him because he was a basket case in the bubble. But you were all over him for days on end. You've been all over him through the offseason. And that man alone came back to haunt you last night. And that man, PG-13, cost you 5 cases of Diet Mountain Dew. It began and it ended with PG-13.
Yep.
And I will be the first to admit that I was about to go playoff PEE with 1:31 left in the first quarter after a tour de force first quarter by my Clippers. They punished you. They were up 22 at one point late in the first quarter. It was everybody, all hands on deck, everybody clicking at the highest level. It was a beautiful thing to watch for me. And it looked like and smelled like it was going to be a halftime blowout of Clippers over Lakers. And Paul George had had a short rest and hadn't done much yet in the game. And he came back into the game and was 1:31 left in the first quarter. Could we please see what PG-13 did? This was bubblicious. This was like last year's bubble. He threw it to the referee in the corner.
And then he blamed Luke Kennard. You're supposed to be.
Well, what are you doing?
You're supposed to be in the corner, Luke.
Be there. Well, what are you doing? And I thought, uh-oh, here we go again. And it became a microcosm of what happened against Denver last year when my Clippers were up, as you know, in 3 closeout games, 15 points and 19 points and 12 points. And it felt like that was happening all over again because from that point on, they finished the first quarter with a Luke Kennard turnover and a Lou Williams turnover. Didn't make another shot. And then they missed 12 of their first 13 shots to start the second quarter. Is that good? No, that'll get you beaten. You know, again, it was a home game for the Lakers, although they share staples. And nobody was there, mostly except the basketball players. And yet, your team didn't play great in the second quarter, but sort of woke up and said, well, wait a second. If they don't want it, maybe we should take it, right?
Yep.
And here they came, and they cut the deficit from 22 all the way down to 2 going into halftime. And what was Shannon Sharp thinking up in his palatial state up in Bel Air? We got this. And I seriously, at halftime, thought you got this. I thought you might win this by 15 because you had seized momentum and you had made the Clippers doubt themselves again. And obviously, they spent an entire shortened offseason doubting themselves over why did that happen and how do we fix it? Well, did they go out and get playoff Rondo to be their point guard? They did not. But I was very intrigued by what Kawhi Leonard said after the game last night. We just kept running our offense. And that's what we took pride in tonight. Everybody had each other's back, and everybody was staying positive. That was a statement aimed at your newest Laker, Harrell, who obviously became the malcontent in the locker room, and you can say they demonized him for all their problems.
They did.
And shipped him on his way because they did not want to re-sign him, and it shocked him, but it surprised the Lakers. Lakers jumped on the situation. Oh, we'll take him. And to his credit, he gave you 17 and 10. He gave you a lot of energy, a lot of emotion last night, but it wasn't impactful. Your newest addition, also Schroeder, gave you like a near triple-double, but he shot 5 of 15 from the field, and it didn't feel that impactful to me. I didn't remember it as, oh, wow, he took the game over. But the point was, something happened in the halftime locker room with the new Clippers. Something was changed from last year because they did not fold. And all of a sudden,
but they were folding. The only difference is that the difference between last year and the last 3 games and last night is that Paul George made shots.
Okay, well, that's the only difference. He was the one who folded first last year.
Yeah, but they don't have anything to do with...
What was he saying? In the bubble, he was lost. He needed counseling in the bubble, right?
Yeah.
He was feeling anxiety and depression in the bubble, as many were. And yet, he was the one who fell apart the quickest and the most against Denver. And then last night, he scores 15 in the third quarter alone. And he adds 10 in the fourth quarter. 11 in fourth, because he got to 26 for the second half. Whew! And after a while, he starts stroking it. And what did I tell you last week? I said, the Paul Georges don't grow on Southern California trees. He's 6'8", and he's skilled, and he's a smooth scorer of the basketball, and he's obviously a first-team all-defense level defender. And that was the guy they got back last night, and that was the difference in the game.
He caught fire, and that was you're right. You're absolutely right, Skip, because you saw there for like 5 or 6 minutes, Skip, the game was right there. 1-2, 1-2, 1, 1-1-2. I was like, if the Lakers could just get the lead, but they couldn't buy a basket. Caruso couldn't throw it in the ocean last night. Wesley Matthews couldn't throw it in the ocean last night.